groundbreaking all the way through. So what we do has never been done, ever.
And we were using the collision glue. We were friggin' pulling the hell out of this thing. The glue was not letting go.
What brand collision glue? Because everyone has collision glue. Which one?
Jeremy Smith. And it was really super strong.
Jeremy, this thing's fucking amazing, mate. I don't know what to say. I've had this thing on here for more than 10 minutes now, and this sucker is not letting out. Look at this. It's 10 minutes, and look, still does not want to give. This thing is crazy, mate. I don't know what you put in this glue, mate, but it's freaking crazy.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
Hey, dude, look who was the first to comment.
First comment was Mandy. She beat Cory this time.
Cory's on the show and he commented.
Awesome. Hey, but dude, I love it. Jeremy even commented on here. Love how the show starts. Yes, sir, dude. That's one of the best videos right there. I gotta figure out how to play the music or just music on this thing, man. We can get some background music going or something. But yeah, we got an exciting show tonight.
So
it's Cory Nichols. If nobody knows who Cory Nichols is, probably nobody knows who Cory Nichols is. So he's, like a year into this industry, PDR industry, but came from the collision side. And dude, when I say that a tech who started this, that's only a year in, man. I love big dent stuff. This dude loves big dent stuff.
Oh, yeah, he's all in.
Dude, and he is doing a heck of a job, dude. Yeah. So, without further ado, let me go ahead and pull this sucker on here.
Let's get him on.
What's up, brother?
Look at him. He's got his
You guys are killing me.
hat.
I tried to be the first comment. Every
Nobody
time.
got it.
Mandy says she was definitely going to be the first one tonight, and she was. So
she won the contest. Hey, she won the contest. She gets to spend the night with the ginger bro.
Heck yeah!
You guys actually missed out. I almost had a red wig, but the deal fell through.
Oh, that would have been
amazing. I was going to try to be in the ginger trio.
How does one's red wig deal fall through? Like, explain that.
Ronald McDonald needed it today.
So see, what happened is McDonald's was closed. My wife's mom, my mother-in-law, she thought she had one, and we couldn't find it. So you get stuck with the cowboy hat.
That's all right.
I like it
with the line board on it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like we talked about before the show, only thing cooler if you're just sitting in your Corvette chilling while we're talking on it.
Well,
my buddy keeps calling that the Cory vet, so I might have to get a license plate.
You need that down the side, like Indianapolis or Indy Pace cards have Cory vet down it.
The Cory vet.
Let's see who's on here. I know my wife's on here. I know Cory's on here. He's already commented on his own show.
I love it. It's awesome.
We got Tim Green. What's up, buddy?
What's up, Tim?
James Bernard. Yes, sir.
Mr. Bernard.
Our sponsor, Mr. Jeremy Smith. Collision Glue Systems. Yes, sir. So we got John Krug on here. What's up?
What's up, John?
Eric Jacobson. Yes, sir.
Josh Roberts. James Ricci.
Where are you seeing them at? Oh, there they are. Okay, they're starting to pull up.
They're right here. I see them right there.
Well, there's Facebook user. There's a lot of Facebook users. Hey, number one, go grant StreamYard at the beginning. Back out of this video in the comment, in the description. Go grant the StreamYard permission so we can see your name pop up here. If not, you're just going to be Facebook user all night. And if you are that, every time you type something, put your name in there so we know who it is. Second off, most importantly, right the second is, hey, our sponsor this month is Collision Glue Systems, Jeremy Smith. Look, I got glue from him back in April when the hailstorm really, hit hard and down here in Alabama. And he came out here and was showing, did a video showing us, kind of getting our reaction on how this glue works, showing us the process. It was amazing. I know definitely me and Fred Delaney have yet to change glues out of our guns. My other glues are collecting dust underneath my bench out here. It's crazy.
He was rocking that stuff at SEMA too with that beat up truck. Like I seen a bunch of videos and pictures of that. That was awesome.
And that truck, that's what's funny is if you just need to talk to him and see how he got that truck, But watching his live videos at SEMA and the comments in there, dude, there were people commenting. I mean, it's just like ridiculous. It just reading stuff like that just kind of ticks me off. But it also, like, the people were saying, how are you going to fix that? That's a waste of money trying to fix. He's not trying to fix that. He's trying to show you the process of the glue and how strong it holds. He beat the crap out of that truck after the tornado beat the crap out of that truck.
Haters gonna hate, man. Haters gonna hate.
But anyway, I love the glue. I've continued to use it. I still, to this day, all my hail jobs, collision, side of it too. I know this man right down here uses it and does some amazing stuff with it too.
I sent Jack Bucknell's on. I sent Jack a couple sticks of it too, so he'll be trying it out now. So have another believer.
Definitely awesome stuff. The process, the prep process is big with it, which it's really big with any glue. But if you can follow his process on it and stuff, dude, that stuff will hold like crazy. It'll reverse that hail job you got, Cory. Clean them dents, them deep ones right there. You will be reversing dents in one pull. Promise you.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, main reason we're here is this guy down here, Cory Nichols, who when we asked him to come on, and he's like, I'm just nervous about this thing. It's like, dude, you get in front of a camera. You're a natural in front of the camera.
Yes, the videos are awesome. They're
awesome videos.
I love it.
I almost put in the description of our episode 6, Cory Hollywood Nichols. I love it. Anyway, so
I was watching him on Jeremy's video. It kind of made me nervous when he had that slide hammer, the hand at the top. I was like, I cringe a little bit watching it. I'm like, oh God, he's gonna break a hand off.
Dude, I've used that glue so much. I know exactly. Like, I was at the MTE and we were pulling on stuff. People were like, you need to get out of the way of that. And I'm like, no, I don't. This ain't coming off. Like, I know this stuff.
You're all in, huh?
Oh yeah,
dude, it's awesome.
I've pinched a palm or two though in my day.
Oh, I'm sure everybody has. If you hadn't, you ain't trying hard enough.
Exactly.
And usually with that glue, if something does give way, it's usually the tab breaking. Especially on the collision glue, the Solar Blitz, man. I haven't tried the new stuff yet. I've got to get with Jeremy and order some. What's the new glue called? Jeremy, you're in here. What's the new glue?
Phoenix Fire.
Phoenix Fire, yes.
Yeah, that's more for like collision body shop.
Body shop stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
pretty crazy though. I've tested it out on some like rear body panels, and oh my God. I had it hooked to a tree and I was just driving forward and the body panel was back there. Like, what is going on?
I gotta come hang out with you, man. You sound like you have fun while you're fixing some shit.
If we can't fix it, we try to figure it out, right?
Right. There you go.
Sir. So we'll kind of give everybody a quick synopsis of, who you are as how you got involved in this PDR industry. We know, and I'll give a plug to them, but you were on Coach Cory's podcast. I really enjoyed listening to that.
That was a good one.
Getting real deep into your story. We won't go that deep. We're more about who you are outside of this, but give people out there who don't know just a quick synopsis of who you are in the PDR world.
Well, I started in the body shop and, super fun for a long time, but you do something long enough, it kind of burns you out of it. So going into PDR, I just saw it and I thought, that seems really cool. I can still fix dents, still use my hands, and just started transitioning towards it. Self-taught. I think you're self-taught too. Facebook groups, podcasts. Like, dude, when I was in the body shop, I had headphones in, podcast. I started every single one of them from the very first podcast, and I listened to all of them, like
That's awesome.
PDR Tool Time, PDR College, like you can name them all. Real World, every single one out there. Like I still listen to them now, but it motivated me. And then I sucked for a long time, but I was still doing body work, so I was allowed to suck. I fixed it with like body filler if I couldn't, you know.
Nice little skim coat.
I got a light. Yeah. When I got a light, it really turned around. But man, I started getting better and getting more confident. So I transitioned out, and it was so I opened up in 2020, but February is when I went full time, February of this year. And if you'd asked me 6 months ago, like it would have felt like yesterday I was in the body shop. But now that feels like a whole lifetime ago that I was in the body shop. Like I can't even, it's crazy. Like just like you get out and you're like, man, I just need to make enough money to survive. I need to get one job every day, you know. Now it's like, Jesus Christ, I need a break, you know. It's like, it's great.
Yeah.
I do love it. I mean, I can't lie. I love it.
Well, that's when you learn how to schedule those out, and instead of having that mindset of I've got to do it right this second or I'm going to lose this customer, once you get out of that mindset, because you know you can fix it, and communicate with the customer, hey, yeah, I'm booked up this week, but next week, this day, that day, dude, I'm telling you, they're going to wait on you. And
I'm literally a month booked right now.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
So I'm very grateful. I have great customers. I guess the videos work. I always have people say, "Oh my God, I love your video." I'm like, they're whatever. I mean, it's just
that's what's cool about them, though. I mean, they're you know, they're kind of cheesy or whatever, but that sticks out to somebody as opposed to just all serious. You know what I mean? That goes above me on. That's going to show up more than me just saying, "Hey, yeah, I'm Andy Platt," you know, blah blah blah. So
yeah. Well, like Don Cavanaugh told me last year, because I was like, I don't like getting in front of a camera. And so really, our toy drive we did last year was really the first time I started doing a live Facebook. And I was, nervous, but he told me, because he was doing his every Tuesday live video. He said, look, you'll get used to it, but what it does is it gives your potential customers or your customers that are already there just a feel for who you are. So when they do meet you in person, they already feel like they know you. And once that clicked, I'm like, you're right, because face to face, I'm fine. I can talk to anybody all day long. But it's just getting yourself out there more, and people they just feel more comfortable coming to you than if you were just posting before and after pictures and that.
Yeah, they don't have a face to the business or nothing. Well, Cory, I got to say,
tough. Go ahead, Andy.
I respect the hell out of you being a body man, turning into PDR. Like, there's a lot of guys. I work with a bunch of body guys, and they got PDR tools, but they just want to get it to that skim coat. Like you going above and beyond that, it says a lot about you. Like, that's awesome. Yeah, Kobe's a smart ass.
It's all patience, man. That's all it took. I couldn't have done it in my younger years. I know I'm still young. I'm 30, but man, if you'd have hit me at 21 and said you're going to be a PDR guy, no, I'm not.
That's what kills me. All the body guys are like, I don't have the patience you do. I'm like, but I'm done with the repair quicker than you are. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's not that.
It only took 5 years to become that good, but
yeah, right. A lot of sweat, blood, sweat, and tears.
So Josh makes a good point, and we started this back in September.
And I'm going to it here soon.
Yeah, start doing appointment deposits. We charge $25. Of course, it goes towards the actual job, but it cuts down all those who were gonna just not show up anyway, no call, no show. But it also deters those who really, even when you're out there spending the time giving the estimate, they want to book it as soon as you tell them about the appointment deposit.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah. Because those are the ones who weren't going to show up in the first place.
Yeah, you want them vested in it, so when they put that money down, they're vested. So,
and dude, it has eased a lot on us, because I got burned twice in a row. One was a $1,500 something job, one was an $1,800 job, and these people just didn't show up. And I'm now I talked to Danny D about this last December,
right?
And I've been threatening to.
Squirrel.
It's no. One of the Facebook users is
Thomas Stanley.
Thomas. Yeah.
Thomas is cool, man. I like Thomas.
Yeah, he is.
You can see I've got a lot. Where is it at? I got a lot of stand liner tools back there.
I do too. I just cut some handles off of mine and
oh, you
put
better
the
keep
hubs
that
on
to
them.
yourself. Thomas ain't gonna like that.
Well, yeah.
But it was only ones that they were actually, some of them were A1 handles anyway. They were adjustable. One was one that I wanted to see to really put adjustable. Most of them I didn't cut. Anyway,
I may or may not have one with a hub on it myself, or octagon.
I'm not gonna lie, I've thought about it on a couple of them, but I make it work.
Now most of mine are like the killer whales and all those different ones like that. I'll never change the handles on those.
Right.
Anyway,
I'll tell you what works good on a killer whale. If you're mobile ever and you got a truck hitch and you need to bend it just a little bit, you can get over there and just really crank it around on a truck hitch.
Oh yeah,
There you go, Thomas.
that was always my bending point, because I keep a hitch in my truck all the time. So, but man, there's been some tools that slip. oh man, yeah.
Hey, we were talking about videos earlier, and you had Dentless Touch Chicago up. Man, he's on fire on TikTok. The other night, I was looking on TikTok, and like every video, I was like, okay, dude, I want to watch something different. You're great videos, but I need to get to something else. I don't know how he's got that figured out, but that was awesome.
Those Dentless Touch guys, man, they're awesome.
They are.
I guess Davo just went to Chicago again, or
that's where he's at now. They opened up a retail shop there.
I listened to their podcast too when I was first starting, man. I was like, everyone is like a celebrity, man. Like when you see them in real person, you're like, oh my God. It's so crazy.
Hudson was talking about that on the RWO podcast last week and said somebody actually asked him for an autograph. He's like, no,
yeah, I heard
like,
that.
come on, man. We're not doing that.
I told him, I'm just going to say, the next time I see him or meet him in person, whatever, I told him the other day, I was like, I'm going to ask for your autograph, buddy.
Yeah, me too.
He's like, no.
Speaking of RWO, we will little news on that. We will be doing a collaboration with them at Matt's meetup this weekend, so that'll be fun. We'll have both shows together and have a blast.
That'll be super fun.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. Michael Glywell hit me up this weekend and asked. I was like, yes, let's do it.
Y'all gonna be smoking plenty of cigars?
Oh, I'm sure. Glywell's bringing like a box. I think.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It's been a long time since I smoked a cigar.
Hey, that's what they're for, man.
A long time.
It ain't been that long for me. Wait a minute. Where's that? That was in Pittsburgh a couple months ago.
Yeah.
I think I've seen a picture on Instagram of you and Jack Bucknell. Was that right?
That's it. Yeah, we just kicked back.
Yeah.
Y'all guys just having too much fun.
Hey, we are at PDR 20 group life. It was a blast.
So who is So who is Cory Nichols away from PDR? What do you like to do? Are you married? You know, what's the family life like? How long have you been married? Blah 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 blah.
12 years. I was literally. I got married when I was 4. No, I'm 30 years old now. I will be 31 in February, but I got married when I turned 18 years old. You know how many people said, "Oh my God, you're still married"? Like I guess it's a thing where people don't stay married. I don't know, but
7-year itch is what it used to be. Nowadays, it's like a 4-year itch.
Did you guys leave the wedding in your Power Wheels, in your Bigfoot Power Wheels? Is that how y'all left the wedding?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. My wife, man, she's great. She's not mean, but she keeps me in line. She's like, "No, that's stupid. Don't do that." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll trust you." But been married 12 years, and man, it's great. Got a Corvette. My mom gave me that, actually.
Oh, that's awesome.
When I was growing up, I bought my own vehicles, or my parents would help me buy, and I would pay them back. I never really asked for money. Yeah. But my brother and my sister both got free cars. So
funny how that works.
About 2 years ago, my mom said, "Hey, for Christmas, do you think you want that Corvette?" I said, "Yeah." So got that thing and put a couple grand into it to make it drivable, and it's kind of my alter ego vehicle, to be honest with you. I throw the hat on, and dude, I'm the PDR cowboy. Like it's an alter ego, but it's so much fun. I feel like a different person. Like, it's exhilarating to go out there and just, I don't know, it's weird.
That's awesome.
You probably feel like the bandit.
Yeah.
With the hat. the hat on. You need to put some glasses on.
Oh, and I put a super ridiculous stereo in it, and I just play old country music. So it's at red lights. People are like, "What is he doing?"
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm banging Waylon, y'all.
Yeah, exactly. I've got a blown up dirt bike that I plan on getting fixed at some point. My wife and I love camping, so we went to Colorado and Utah for 2 weeks. Not last year, but the year before. And I was like, I'm bringing the dirt bike, and I'm going to ride it everywhere. Rode it for like 15 minutes, blew the top end out. And I'm like, whatever. Then I open a PDR company, and I can't even drive it anymore. So whatever.
So yeah, the comment right here, you do need to put some jorts on and the cowboy hat, and some white New Balance.
Actually,
some
my
high
wife
socks
and I,
on. Oh, heck
yeah, I love mowing the yard. I've got a 0-turn mower, and I keep telling her every time we're at the shoe store, I need to get a pair of those.
Yeah.
Like the old man mowing shoes. That would
New
be
Balance,
perfect.
white New Balance. You gotta have them. So is there what's your wife do? Does she work with you, or has she got her own thing going? No.
Let's not do that. We'll stay getting along if we don't work together, you know.
It's worked out for me and Brandon so far.
Yeah. She had a lot of experience going into this because she's been married to me for 12 years. She is a special education teacher. So even without the degree, she had plenty of experience. But she's a special ed teacher. I don't know how she does it, but man, she loves those kids to death.
That's awesome.
It's crazy.
It takes a special person to be that. One a teacher, but one a special ed teacher.
That's really cool. Like I got a special needs son, so that's real cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we got a 14-year-old. He's got autism.
Oh, yeah.
Smart as a whip, but he likes to push the envelope every once in a while.
I'll bet. Yeah.
He's a cool
knows
kid,
the buttons to push. Doesn't he?
Oh, yeah. But no, he's smart as a whip. He's got it figured out. So,
wow.
What grade does she teach?
She specializes through K through 12, but I think right now she's in, special ed's a little different. It's not like 1 through 5. It's, she's in a K through 5, and they're all kind of in the same range of, I really don't know how to explain it. They're all very similar. But
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember how it, my wife would, but.
Yeah, and I'll get in trouble for saying the wrong thing. There's words that we're not allowed to say in this house anymore now. She's a special ed teacher.
Right.
But it makes me a better person, honestly. Now when I hear him outside, I'm like, you cannot say that.
It does. It makes you think about how you say certain things to other people, and then
it makes you a lot more aware. Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man.
Yeah.
Y'all have any kids, or just you two?
No kids. We got a dent sniffing dog, and we got a couple other dogs. I don't know if y'all saw that video, but I carry my lab around with me when we do mobile, and she stays in the shop when we're doing repairs. But
what's her name again?
Hazel.
That's it.
Yeah.
I love
she's
Nurse Hazel.
Nurse Hazel. Yeah.
Nurse Hazel, and then sniffing dents out in the woods. I love it, man.
Hey, whatever we can do to get some work, we'll do it.
Dude, it's
shop dog's where it's at. Like, we got Karma, and she's a puppy still. Like, she's not shop dog ready at all, but I'd like to have her eventually be in work. I've carried her to work a little bit when she was younger, but she was a little calmer then. Now she's just spaz, so it's not happening for a minute. Can't fix it, so I'm chasing the puppy around.
Yeah, pull the glue tabs and just the little excess glue, just throw it in the ground, and still have plenty to do.
Right. She's not lying. Yeah, I was sick with the flu. She came in and told me that story.
Screen I drink out the middle of the deer skit. Yeah. I remember y'all telling me that when I was up there.
Yeah. Wild card. I like to call him.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all got Ace learning how to hold tools?
Yeah, he's taking my tools off I was looking for a door wedge, a window wedge. My clip for my Never Loose, that I keep it attached to my actual stand. Well, apparently it got loose and landed on the ground. And so I'm going to put a tool up the other night, and I looked down. I knew that window wedge had fallen out of my cart right there, and he had walked by it and tripped, like hit it with his foot, and he looked back. and that was early on. I looked down. I was like, that damn thing's gone. I go out there looking. He's got it. He's got the key for the Never Loose out there. he will take, like earlier, I look, he's barking at the, yeah. I am blaming everything. But
Ace must have done it.
yeah, gate's shut. He's out there. I'm with a customer. He's barking. The customer's like, "Oh, that's a cute dog." I look over. He's got one of my old hats out there now. I'm like, dang. But no, he's fun.
How old's Hazel?
I guess she's about 4.5 now.
Okay, yeah,
I'll tell you, for the first 2.5, 3 years, she wasn't worth having. You know?
Sounds familiar right now.
We bought a brand new TV around that time, and the remote was ruined in about 2 days. And now, every time we pick up the remote, it's got the little bite marks, and we're like, "Yep, we're not doing that again."
That's hilarious.
Yeah, we've got a little dog, and she's, I don't know, she's close. She may be 14 now, but she didn't shed, she didn't tear up anything. We bought a new couch about 4 years ago. First new couch we've had since we probably moved in our house 20 years ago. You know, and but you know, when you start having kids and stuff, you don't change crap until they get out of, just with kids or like dogs, until they get out of that stage. So we finally bought a new couch. Everything was fine. Come in one day and the back cushion on one of the sections was just ripped up. Like, what the heck is that? Come to find out, she went down the entire couch. It's a sectional. She went down the entire couch and ripped the entire back cushions. So now we still haven't bought a new couch. We just we bought the same color but in blankets, and we put on the back of it. So until Ace is old enough that he doesn't chew up stuff, yeah, we're not getting a new couch.
Right. So Cory, you said you self-taught in PDR. Did you get into like Dent Trainer or RWO or any of that?
Yeah, both of those. So
nice.
Like I said, I started with podcasts, and just kind of that led me to a direction that I needed to go. You know, every time on these podcasts, you'll hear at the end, like Dent Trainer, you know, or whatever. I was following Hiley and Mike Toledo and all those guys. And that was really great. And then I went through all the courses and knew everything, obviously.
Of course.
So I got
it's
on
that easy.
Just, yeah, exactly. You know, I was on there for a week, whatever, you know. But I did that, dude. I was like so pumped and still couldn't fix a dent. And I got off of it for a while and just practiced with the stuff I'd learned and got back on it, learned so much more. A bunch of YouTube, and then Real World, I found out about it. And not that Dent Trainer wasn't a really good site, but the line boards were throwing me off a little bit. So when I found out about Real World, the fog, I had a fog light. So I was able to like listen a little bit differently. The stuff that they were saying on Dent Trainer was still the same, but to see it with the fog versus the light, I was able to like read it a little better.
Right.
So I jumped back and forth to those. And then just practice. And the body shop I was in had like an in-house guy. He was a body tech, but he also did like hail job, PDR, and like minor door ding stuff. And I would like look over his shoulder all the time. And it just everything combined, man. If I can learn one thing from every person, I mean, that's what made me a tech.
Yep.
Like I already just had a vision to like fix stuff. And if you see one person do it and you're like, all right, I know how to do that. But then you see another person do it another way. You're like, why did I not think of that? You know,
right.
The simplest things can either speed you up or just make you better altogether, you know?
Well, I really like how like Jim with RWO, like I even subscribed to that for a while. And like the way he explains stuff kind of, it just clicks like that for some reason. I'm like, damn, he puts that in a different perspective that actually works. So like I did his training and stuff. Now he's got Hudson with him. So that's just to the moon now. They're going to be great together.
Well, it's just like it says, Real World. So it's more of how most of us techs think, you know,
right?
How would we really do this in a real world scenario? And I really like how Jim explains a lot of that stuff.
Yeah, that's not taking anything from Mike and Dent.
No.
They're great too. Like I've learned a lot from them too, but something about just Jim's the way he describes stuff just clicks for me.
Because me, it was the only thing around was Dent Trainer. Okay. So when I decided to do some of that, you know, because I was self-taught pretty much. But that's how I just kind of learned on my own, even at the body shop I was at, learning PDR. But, you know, Mike Toledo's all line board. That's what, and so that's how I was learning too, was lines. And so those videos really made a lot of sense to me. And then of course, John Howley was doing a lot of the bigger smash type stuff, learning some tips and tricks from that. At the time was really helping me move metal quick and stuff like that. And then of course, years later, then you know, Jim came out with all that, and that's really helped a lot of people, probably more people, new techs, you know, but it's I've still subscribed for a month and go back and watch videos and stuff.
Yeah.
And if, like you said, if you pick one thing up from everybody out there, you know, have that mentality throughout your entire career. If you ever get to the point where you think you know everything and you can't learn something else, then you're done, man. You just ruins your career, because so many people like you coming in 1 year in and doing the smash work you're doing. I mean, it's that mentality of you're constantly learning, and that's what you want to do. It was just how I was. And anyway, going to that, only a year pretty much in, I know in business as Encore, but still, you know, almost 2 years in pushing.
I say I started in 2017, but I don't know if that's accurate, because I started hacking up. I could not fix a dent in 17.
Yeah.
That's when I started practicing. But because I was not trained, I don't know what year I really started, because I couldn't fix dents for a year or two, you know?
Yeah.
And then when I could fix dents, I didn't have a damn bit of confidence, because I was in a body shop and they're like, sending that to paint. Paint needs paid. I'm like, okay, you know, maybe it's not good enough. You know, I don't know. But
yeah,
I mean, when did I start? I don't know.
17,
18, 19, I don't know.
But the thing is, in such a short period of time, you have a love for that big smash stuff. And it takes a rare breed. And, you know, that's what I love doing. I love seeing other people taking that stuff on, but it's not like you're taking it on and you're hacking it up. You're taking it on and doing it the right way. You know,
well, he's got that going for him, and he's doing the right thing, like going to, he was at Vegas MTE, Anson Open House. He's spending the money and time to do that, and that's huge too.
Like you said,
I'm super serious about this. You know, this is
it's your livelihood. You got to be.
Yeah, you know, my name is on the line. So for my customers, you know, even for the internet too, whatever, you know, all the PDR guys, but for my customers, my name is on the line, and I don't want a one-time customer. I want a lifetime customer. So if I can do the job right, and if I can't, you know, if I tell my customers, I have a satisfaction guarantee and I stand behind it. I've not ever had to give money back, but also tell them, you know, if I can't repair this dent to a satisfactory level, I'm not going to charge you for the repair. Exactly. If anything, I'm going to learn from this repair, and I'm going to drive home with my damn radio off, and I'm going to be pissed off about it, but it's going to teach me for the next one. Don't open your mouth so quick, or you shouldn't have put that there. You should have pulled this here. You know, that's what's great about my shop too. I can schedule a job for 2 days and walk back and forth to it.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry, I put this up there. Jeremy Smith. He just wrote a book about you.
Y'all go back and read that later.
Yeah. But he's praising you.
Yeah.
I mean,
he said you're the future of the industry and stuff, and I agree with him.
Yeah, because
I'll tell you.
It's going to take people and it's going to take people like you who have this passion, who are coming into it new, who have all this, you know, the podcast, the online training, you know, people like Jeremy are creating the glues that are doing what they're able to do, to be able to repair stuff, bigger stuff a lot faster. It takes that mentality that you've got right now to move fast. You're going to have to move fast. If this is your livelihood, which it is, you know, it's not anything to take lightly. Exactly. You got to be invested.
Well, and I think the fact that you enjoy doing that smash work just makes it that much better for you too. You know what I mean? Like that's going to help your business as a whole. The fact that you enjoy it, if you're just doing it for the
when I started
livelihood and a
posting that
paycheck, then you're
stuff-
not going to do it.
When I started posting that stuff, that's all I was getting. I was like, man, I got to quit putting this stuff up here. I need some door dings. Like,
Right?
God, my shoulders, man. Jeez.
I fixed a couple door dings today for the first time, like smaller. And I was like, man, I don't even know how to fix these anymore. I'm not. I need to put some big super tabs OK bar real quick.
But sometimes you get to used to doing all them big ones that when a door ding comes, it'll take you longer to do that door ding than it would an 8-inch dent. But yeah, it's awesome, man. I love seeing it. I love your videos. I love your passion for it.
Me too.
And yeah, we need more people like that. What I love is like the reason I would take all that on, it was to prove to myself that it could be done. And then you see all these groups on Facebook and people are posting that and all these negative Nancy's on there. Oh, it can't be done. You're wasting your time and all this. No, it can be done. Just because you say that you wouldn't touch it for this amount of money, well, you probably couldn't fix it in the first place. You know, I mean, to tell the truth, you probably couldn't. So it doesn't matter what you charge for that, as long as you're gaining the knowledge, because that's what you want to do. It doesn't matter what you charge for it. You charge $50 to do an entire panel on a car.
Don't do that. Don't ever do that. No.
Hey, I guarantee you, Cory's like me. He has probably done some that were done cheap or free at some point.
I'm not saying I haven't, but as a whole, like the PDR industry as a whole, we don't.
No,
want
I'm not.
idiot.
No. I'm saying when you're learning like that and you're taking stuff like that on, and that's what I said in the dream event thing. When you're new or you're trying to take these things on from especially wholesale accounts, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you're going to learn more doing those for a couple $100 than you would if you didn't take it on, because you think that you don't want, that's going to waste my time. No, take it on. If you have the time to do it, take it on and do them. And I know first starting out, you're hustling for money. You might as well gain the knowledge while you're making a little bit of money.
Yeah, you got to take it all in when you're starting out. So,
but
I've actually, I can't say that I've ever really been motivated by money to fix some of these dents. Like, I feel like at the end of, like the one I posted that you're talking about, Brandon.
Yeah.
I wanted more money for that repair. The body shop just didn't have it in the books to pay it. Going into that, I didn't even care about the money. I just wanted to see if I can do it, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then once I knew I could, obviously on the next one, I'll be like, yes, I am charging way more.
Right.
I'm going to get $2,500 for that repair or $3,500, whatever. But the first one, man, it's like, I don't care if I get paid or not. If I can do that dent, I got paid enough,
Yeah.
Well, it's like anything. It's not just getting to a point that you can charge that. It's like even doing it for free. I'm just saying free, but even doing one of those for free, it's like investing in a college education. Okay.
Yeah.
You're learning from it, because your mistakes that you made on that dent, the next time you do it, you're probably not going to make them. But every dent, that big nasty one that I'm talking about, that Accord, now next time you can charge for it, but that dent won't be exactly the same.
Right.
You're going to learn something from that dent that you didn't on that one.
It's like fingerprints. They're never the same.
Yeah. Yeah. But you can charge what needs to be charged. So
being in the body shop taught me a lot, because when you're allowed to make those mistakes and put body filler on it when you can't fix it, it just teaches you more for free, because you can take them on. Like, as a PDR person, as a company, whatever, if you've got a retail customer that comes in and said, hey, we need this fixed, like, you're thinking in your head, there's no way I might be able to do it. I might hack it up, and then my name's going to be riding around on that. Yeah. In the body shop, you don't have to worry about none of that, because you can just
full
pull your can of mud out, So, I learned so much, and I got paid commission to learn it. But,
that's awesome.
I feel, because I was talking to Brandon, like, dude, you were not in the body shop and you fix smashes. Like, how do you know how metal moves? Like, that's crazy. But I guess with all these videos out there, you can figure it out, can't you?
That
You
like
can,
Bruce is saying with the way the glue and the tools have came along. Like back in 03, I wasn't thinking glue pulling shit. It was terrible. Like glue pulling was last resort. Hey, the glue didn't stick. Tabs suck. Like I would never think of it. Now it's one of my first things I go to. Like, well, you grab the glue, let's get it done. So I agree with Bruce.
There's still older techs out there who don't even own glue guns, tabs, and that. They talked to Matt Boyette in Jacksonville. There's techs like that are still out there that have been out there for 20 plus years that won't own it, that don't own it, and you're still hacking stuff up. They don't care. It's
and some of them are good and been around doing using rods forever. And that's what they're used to.
I'm not talking about every one of them. I just mean those who don't want to advance their skill level,
right,
and their quality. That's who I'm talking about.
Right. Now, Cory, you gonna be going to Matt's meetup?
Man, I wish that would be. God, I wish so much.
I just knew I'd see you there. I was like,
drive the
I knew
Mobile.
he'd be there.
Drive
so the problem is,
you can ride with me.
My brother is having a baby, and he's got his gender reveal this Saturday.
How is he having a baby?
His wife is having a
baby. Hey, they got FaceTime.
Yeah. The way you worded that was your brother's having a baby, and he's doing the gender reveal, like his gender reveal.
So so I talked to Chris Allen today too. He's like, your brother doesn't know that he's a boy? Like, shut up.
You think you'd have learned from that one?
Look at that. Now I'm on the internet. Come on.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah, I knew, I was like, yep, Cory Nichols will be there, but you let me down.
No.
I wanted to go so bad.
No, I get it. Family always comes first, man.
I'm going to MTE, so
we'll be there.
Is at least,
we'll
the next thing I'm going to. Yeah. I guess, doesn't Anson have something coming up soon? December?
They just had like a Oktoberfest. Yeah, they have the Christmas thing going too.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I love going to this stuff. Just if I meet one person, like I met you for the first time, and that was because of Jared. He was like, hey, bring this to Jared. And I was like, okay, man, I don't know this guy, but
Yeah, I was glad I met you too. Like, I talked to you for a few minutes. I was like, oh, this guy's he's the truth. And like, I got you in there talking to Cory, or was it Gene with the Young Guns?
Group. You were like, hey, jump into that 20 group. And I was like, I'm not that guy. I just started, man. Like, I was so nervous back then. I was just, now I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah, it rolls off. It gets easier and easier. What do you think about the Young Guns PDR 20 group?
I'm actually having to be held accountable to things.
It's nice.
I've joined that, and I've joined a BNI group in my town I'm in, and I'm in a group with Brandon. And dude, all these different people, like, oh my God, you learn so much just from everybody's experience, and then everybody kind of holds you accountable to be better. Like, it's just weird. Like, you would think yourself you would want to be better, but you never, or I never like pushed myself to really take it serious until other people were like, why? Just do it. You can do that. And I was like, I guess I can, So it's really nice to be held accountable, and getting to learn from Gene and Cory, both of them, great dudes. I met both of them. God, you couldn't ask for better people in this industry, man. It's like everyone's just like a piece of the family. It's crazy.
Love it.
If y'all ever worked in a body shop, you'd be like, yeah, that's not like that.
No.
Oh, yeah, I know.
People are cussing, throwing stuff. Like,
I know.
Man.
Yeah.
So,
I think
being in this industry is so much different.
Well, I know those group calls and stuff kind of just energize you too. You're just ready to roll after you get off. Like, we had our PDR 20 group Monday night, and it's 9 o'clock, and I'm like, well, now I can't go to sleep. I'm ready to roll. Like, let's go.
Exactly.
Well, I think one of the best things, like our little text group that we have, that really strikes me is the different markets. Okay, how people, whether it's marketing or anything like that, how they do that, it may fit this market, but it may not fit yours. But somebody else in that group may have a market pretty similar to yours, and you can pick tips up on just business stuff. I love that, man. I love hitting, like our Friday Zoom meetings and stuff like that. You know, like me and Christopher Allen have pretty much the same type of market. So our marketing's the same. Then you talk to Matt Boyette in Jacksonville, and as big as he is and multiple shops and all that kind of stuff, it's a totally different ball game. But little bit of things that he does will help in your market too. So just talking.
That's another awesome
people.
guy, Matt. Man,
Yes,
he
sir.
has got it going on.
I'm glad he's coming to Matt. So
I can't
glad.
wait to meet him in person. I've heard nothing but good things about him. And
He's got 2 locations and still doing mobile and got a tool company. It's like, dude, how do you even have time to sleep?
Right.
Come on.
And can organize the entire PDR industry's vehicles.
So dude, hey,
his setup's nice.
That pack out system. Oh my!
Yeah.
I got mine around here somewhere. There it is. I
Yeah,
love that thing. Oh, dude, it's great. I invested into that for years. I wanted something similar, and I finally found it when he mentioned it, and I was like, "I'm going to Home Depot."
Yeah, that was.
I'm trying to read comments.
Let's see, Josh. Sounds like a bunch of angry old people. The whole thing. Oh, he's right. Yeah,
he's right.
And just, hey, when you're in a body shop and you have another company, like with me, it was a local Dodge dealership, and then all of a sudden AutoNation comes in to buy you out. Boy, them older, body shop guys, whoo, it was, yeah, they didn't transfer over, put it that way.
I think Amanda's right too. The support system helps out big time with our hopes and dreams. Like if it wasn't for our wives, we wouldn't be on this show right now. You know what I mean? They'd be like, nope, it's great. So
I can tell you right now, I wouldn't be.
No.
But yeah, my wife was a teacher. She she ran a daycare and then went down from that as director and taught for a long time. And I was like, look, come on with me. This was over a year ago, almost 2 years now. And I hadn't looked back, man. It's been a blessing. It's really taken a lot off me. I didn't know my parents worked together for 30 something years. It was just my dad and my mom. And I didn't know if me and Mandy could do that. But no, it's been great, dude. And maybe down the road, it may be something for you too. You say that now, but
Amanda took a ton off of me just answering the phone. She still does real estate, but she's answering my phone. Like, oh my God, that's such a blessing. Like
I can already see now that my phone's actually ringing. I can see how that would. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can actually fix your dents now.
Yeah, exactly. I don't have to sit there constantly. Yep. So yeah, it made a world of difference. And
how many people do you have working with you, Andy?
It's just me and Amanda now.
Okay.
So, yeah. I had an employee, but we kind of mutually parted ways a little bit. So back to the one-man show and the one-woman show. She's handling the office stuff.
When it comes to employees, did you prefer to like another tech, or do you like it with just you and her?
I prefer another tech, I think. Just got to make sure I do the right things the next time I hire someone.
Yeah.
Do a W-2 employee. I don't want to do a 1099 anymore. Like make it legit and have somebody buying in, like Matt Moore was talking about last week. Make sure you find somebody that's buying in, and like I said, get them on as a W-2 employee. And that's the way you want to go. It just makes everything easier. So
eventually, I'll be there. I want to hire somebody and expand at some point, but we talked about this. I have major trust issues with people, and
it was even hard giving up the phone to Amanda for me. Like it's just them little steps you got to take, and she's killing it. Yeah, she's better on the phone than I ever was, though. Like she can handle it. And of course, she's not in the middle of a dent trying to talk to some dumbass about a sideswipe car that they want. You know what I mean? So she's got a lot more patience.
Yeah, 18-wheeler hit me, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You just pop that out.
Yeah, exactly. So she got a lot more patience with those people than I do. So
Had a guy
Go
ahead. I was going to say I had a guy call earlier that apparently called several months back, like right when the hailstorm hit. And so he tells my wife, I need to speak to the owner of the business. So she comes out there, you want to answer this or what? I wanted to say, tell him that you are the owner of the business.
Melissa Fetty had that same story. Somebody did that to her and she's like, yep, that's me. What you got? Like Shane Allen, Chris Allen.
Well, that's Chris that's saying this.
Nah. What is your so what's your goals with everything, Corey? Do you see yourself big shop, multiple locations? Where do you see yourself going with this?
I've got a 5-year plan. You know what Matt Moore's doing is freaking sweet. I don't know that I could handle that. I don't know that he knew he could handle it, but he's doing a hell of a job. But I don't know that I want an operation that big, but that could change. But like somewhere in between what he's got and what I've got now. So like I'm a one man, he's a multiple, but dude, like he offers so many things. Like there's so much more revenue in that. And if you can find the right team, I guess I could say the right team.
That's what you want.
I feel like if you had a one-stop shop, because I want to be like, even if I can't fix the damage, I want them to come to me first so I can shoot them in the right direction. So next time, if I can fix that damage, I'm the first one they call. Yeah. So if you can offer like smart repairs, like bumper repaints, ceramic, detailing. I have people ask me about buffing all the time. Yes, I will buff an area this big, but I will not buff a whole vehicle. But if I could offer that, we buff the vehicle and ceramic coat it. Well, we have 2 little door dings. You want to go ahead and fix those? Well, it's like free money, you know?
Yeah.
So if we ever get a major hailstorm and I got some heavy revenue coming in, I'm planning on making something big happen, you know? But
that's awesome.
I want to learn before I just jump in. I like the slow and steady growth because I can handle it, you know?
Yeah. Right.
And being just me, man, I worked in a shop for 10 years. So I wasn't around customers and I wasn't reading books and I didn't go to college for that. So the stuff I'm learning now is already too much, you know?
Right.
But I have big plans, but who knows what happens? I'm happy where I'm at now, you know? Yeah.
Right. That's like me. I've been in the shop and everything, and I'm going back to like mobile retail now. I'm like going backwards, but to get to eventually where I want to be. It
feels good, doesn't it? You know?
So I eventually want the auto spa with it, like you have the multiple services all in one area. Oh, yeah. First line of defense, you know what I mean? That'd be perfect. So one of these days.
Saying y'all are in good areas to do that. Me, I'm saturated with great guys that I know that have great detailing businesses and tent business and stuff like that. They throw me a lot of work and I throw them a lot of work. Yeah, it's something that I could do and I could probably add on here and I don't know. I like helping people out. But now if I didn't have all that around me and I didn't really know them that well, yeah, I'd probably do it all in house. Yeah.
Honestly, I would probably partner with a detailing company that we have 3 that I know of that are pretty good around my area, and I do work for all 3 of them. But I would probably pick one to partner with, and they would run their thing, I would run my thing, but we would have kind of a contract or something understanding.
That's what I would want to.
But because I wouldn't want to handle things that I don't understand. Like, yeah, I know how to wash my truck, but I don't know how to detail my truck. But if someone owns a company and that's their baby, they're going to know how. So to partner with them would probably be the direction I would take.
Man, I asked, what's been your biggest struggle in starting and trying to grow aside from the whole learning PDR part, like business wise, I guess? What's your biggest struggle?
I still don't know how to do all this QuickBooks stuff. I'm winging it.
Me too.
I hope I'm doing it right. I'll find out, pretty soon here when tax season comes. But man, just learning how the money flow. I don't pay myself yet, so like I'd like to start paying myself next year, but I don't want to do it wrong. So once I go through tax season this year, it'll kind of, I'm going to talk to my CPA and all that. And how do we pay the taxes on me? How do we pay myself a weekly paycheck? How does all that stuff work? At first it was, how do you fix dents? I figured that part out. Now it's like, how do you actually run a business?
Right. You're just like head first. And it's like, oh shit, wait a minute.
I thought the PDR part was hard. Running the business, that's a whole nother animal. And that's where the PDR 20 group helps. They really give you an understanding. of at least what direction to take to figure out the answers that you're looking
Mhm.
for. Otherwise, you're in the dark and you're just winging it, kind of like I was doing. Now I at least have an understanding of which direction to take.
Right. That's
So,
what I like about the PDR 20 group too. That's the first place I go to ask questions or whatever, and they're answered quick and stuff by people a lot more knowledgeable than me. Thank God. But yeah, with taxes, we've been fighting for CPA. Like we've had a CPA, didn't cut it, no communication. Tried another one, they're not cutting it, no communication. So I think we're moving on to our next one. I'm like, oh my God, just please end.
We've got a great CPA. I love ours.
That's awesome. Lucky you.
Yeah, and it's not just him; it's their whole team, man. We got about 3 or 4 of them there. All we got to do is email, call, whatever, and they'll come here, do whatever with Mandy she needs done, and as long as you pay, they good.
That's awesome. Yeah, I don't have a problem paying for somebody that knows a lot more than what I do.
Because I don't. I know how to fix a dent, and that's all I know how to do.
Right.
That's really all I want to know how to do.
That's like Jack Bucknell just commented, like he's really great with that social media, and he's doing his social media stuff now. I was like, you handle that. You obviously know way better than I do. So, and he does a good job. My stuff's getting engagements, and
that dude's all over the internet, man. I'm so.
He's another TikTok. I'm like, get off, Jack.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was on a call with him earlier today on Zoom call. He was helping with my Google Ads. He's just a smart dude. He's like a sponge. It all just soaks in. And he's, yeah, I love Jack. I'm glad I got to meet him, call him a friend now. So
he's going to have to finish that car in his garage at some point. He's got a little CUDA, I'm pretty sure, that's been sitting around for 4 years. If you're on here, Jack, it's time to get back on it.
It was put in there when the house was built.
The house was built around the car.
Yep, exactly. He would have a whole nother bay in his shop, is what he told me, if he would get this thing repaired. But where he lives, it's probably just full of rust. I wouldn't want to fix it either.
Right. He's kind of like you. He's got his shop at his house too. How you like having it? Do you have a lot of people coming in the middle of the night and shit like that trying to drop cars off or anything?
I have a drop box now, so that was a problem. I was having to meet people out here at 9:00. Screw that. I ordered a drop box for $100 off of Amazon. Best thing I ever invested in.
Right.
But at first, so I sold my old house before I quit my body shop job. We bought this house with a shop, and then I quit my body shop job. Otherwise, the bank would have been like, no.
Yeah.
So we got this all figured out. I got it set up, and that's when I finally quit. At first, the first 4 or 5 months, oh my God, it was magic. I loved it. But then I never got to leave my house ever.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I started doing mobile. So it's nice to have this location for the weather. It's nice to have it because it's heat and cooled. I can turn the lights off when I'm doing a white vehicle, and I've got my lights on there and it's just saturated with color. But then again, when I never get to leave, I feel like I'm in prison a little bit. So I found a way to start going out and doing mobile, going out after work, going to the gym, just to get out of my dang house, just to get out of my dang shop. So blessing and a curse, I would say, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, everything's got their, pluses and minuses. So, but it is, I know Jack loves just being able to walk, right in the shop and start working or whatever anytime he wants to. So that's got to be nice.
You can come out here at 9:00 at night sometimes too, which is great.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Like me, I'm probably 6-7 minutes down the road from the house, but I've been here to like 2:00 in the morning, and even that short drive, you're like,
oh yeah.
Before we had Ace, got him, there was about to be a love seat in here, and if it got that late, I'd just end up crashing.
Yeah.
Now I can't put anything in here because of him.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's
for sure.
It's great having a shop because you can do that bigger smash stuff in a controlled environment. I ain't got to worry about trying to hustle out in the sun and stuff. Now, is your shop set behind the house, or is it like somebody had to drive like around the house to get to it? Or
no, it's like in a dead end. It's on a dead end road, but it's kind of behind everything. I wouldn't say it's like in the country, but it's not in the city. So It's kind of out of the way, but not really. It's like 5 minutes from a major shopping center. So you drive I have 2 driveways. I have one driveway that leads to my garage at my house, and it also leads to my shop. And then I also have a circle drive in front of my house. So people can just pull straight into my driveway, into the shop. I've got a big sign up that says Encore Paintless Day Repair. Pull right in, get their estimates done. They drop off, do whatever. But I always make a joke because a lot of people are like, man, my backup camera just didn't work this time, or something like I hit something in the back and I didn't see it. So every time I make a joke, hey, we got a couple trees out there, so just watch out. And they're always like, oh,
don't go dying on me now.
Yeah, even that kind of it's a fun little thing. So man, it's nice. It's nice out here. But again, not ever leaving sucked.
Yep.
Right.
It felt like Corona all over again,
Yeah, I'm here all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I leave here, I leave work here. Unless I have to take computer home to do something. But it's good leaving work at work and going home. And
now, Cory, are you doing like certain days a week you're mobile and certain days you're at the shop, or how are you working that out? Just appointment only, wherever you need them at?
I kind of wing it. If someone, because I've got a couple body shop accounts now and I've got a couple car lots, so I'll try to swing by once a week to the car lots, and a lot of them will have 2 or 3 cars a piece. It's nothing major. It's not like I'm doing 12 cars. So 2 or 3 cars here, 2 or 3 cars there. I'll try to knock everything out in one day. If I need to make it 2 days, I will. But if I schedule something on a Wednesday, I'm going to go to them Thursday instead of Wednesday. They're not like they're not rock lots, but they're kind of like what you would consider. It's not like a big Ford dealership or a Chevrolet dealership. They're not like pressed on if we don't get this done right now, So they're just like, swing on by next week, and if we got a new shipment of cars, go hit them, So super simple. Like it's Arkansas, man. Like it's simple
right?
here, but but the weather's starting to change. It's getting cooler, so the mobile may start dipping down a little bit less, and I'll do more at the shop. But heck, just driving my truck around town, people are like, man, I seen you parked downtown, so I gave you a call. We didn't even know that there was anyone here in Conway. Like, well, there you go.
You do that dentless paint thing?
Yeah, you do that dentless there? You pop dents?
So
I hear it all the time. And I don't even get mad like some people. I see people online like, I can't believe this person asked. It's like, dude, I don't care. They got money. They got dents. I'm going to fix them.
Explain it to them. That's all you got to do.
Yep.
So do you know the actual story of how Arkansas was created?
No, but I feel like you're about to tell me.
So I had this old guy. He worked for Corps of Engineers back when I traveled for 8-9 years, whatever, managing disaster work for him. But he was from Arkansas. And he said, you know how it was created, right? I said, nope. He said, yeah.
I love your accent, by the way.
He said, it was all Kansas. He said, but we got fed up and we put a line in the ground, said, that's your Kansas and this is our Kansas.
I like it. I
was like, what? And he just walks off. Like, all right.
I love it when somebody's got a southern accent and does a southern accent. It's like Jessica Simpson as Daisy Duke on Dukes of Hazzard, like just over the top.
Oh, you get around the guys from North Carolina that I used to work with, and it's all hell fire. I'm like, what? Fire? Yeah, far.
Far.
Hell far.
Yeah. Like, hey, I'm all about it. I got so many accents from so many different states. I'll combine them all together.
Yeah,
there you go.
Well, you are kind of in the middle there.
We take it all.
Yep, take it all. Yeah, I grew up. I think we talked about this going to I-30 Speedway right there in Little Rock. And we'd go there like 10 times a year growing up. Me and my grandparents and most of the time it was just with them. They'd get a whim on a Friday. Hey, we're gonna go, and my parents would let me out of school and they'd pick me up on the way.
Awesome.
And we'd go, and man, it was the best time. So when I went through there going to Oklahoma, I had to stop by there and see that old place.
For sure.
Little Rock, Arkansas was the second place I ever worked for dent wizards. They put me in Memphis first, and then I went to Little
Really?
Rock for a little while. Yeah, I had to get out of Memphis as quick as possible. I was like, I don't care where you put me, it's not here. This ain't working. So I went to Little Rock. I was like, I don't care where you put me,
just get me out of here.
Yeah.
How long did you work in Little Rock?
I was there probably 6 months. It wasn't long. I was
Did
working
you
my way
rent
back
an
in Nashville.
apartment, or what'd you do? How did you?
Yeah, I had a buddy that was already working down there. I just stayed with him. Did a little hotel. Did was pay for a hotel every once in a while, so I did that too. I knew I wasn't going to stay, so I wasn't locking it down.
How long did you stay there?
It was like 6 months or something.
6 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it in the heat of the summer?
No, I did Shreveport in the heat of the summer. That was bad enough. That was miserable.
Ooh.
On blacktop at a desk auction. Like I was like, no.
And this is before umbrellas were designed.
Oh yeah, this was
PDR.
04, 05. Yeah, it wasn't. I hated life. I just walked out of my hotel room. Was like, why am I drenched in sweat? Like I just walked out. Like this is ridiculous.
Exactly.
That's how it is down here.
Oh yeah.
And that's why we have air conditioning in the shop.
Right. Brandon, you said you something about turning your air conditioner on earlier. Brandon's like, oh, bougie with his air conditioner. And then I was like, oh, bougie with your own shop.
Oh, Lord.
Luckily, my dad does heat and air for a living, so I've always got the hookup.
Oh, nice.
Sweet.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, you say I worked for him when I was a little kid, and I will never do heat and air again. I will tell you that. That is
to crawl
one
around
sport
under.
I do not want to play.
That or
little kid to send you
electrician.
down at the crawl spaces and everything. Boy, get up in there and get that.
Yeah, I remember one time, anytime we were under a cross, he said, just make sure you don't use your hands like this. Use them like this. You don't want to close them on anything. So I crawl under this house, and there's a bare wire. My hand touches. I cannot let go. Oh, my gosh. I'm telling you. Now, anytime I work on anything, it's always, I wanted to close this way,
That's awesome.
Like little lessons in life that you really take serious.
It almost kill you.
It will. Yes, sir.
Yep. You don't realize until it happens to you. And then oh yeah, my dad did tell me about that.
Yeah. It doesn't tickle.
No. Mine made me pee on an electric fence, so
nice.
I've not done that one. Yeah, I'm gonna stick away from it. Yeah.
Well, when you're young and he's like, yeah, go ahead and do that. All right.
Make sure it touches.
It'll travel right up that
life.
stream.
Heck yeah.
Oh, well, cool, man. We've been on over an hour, so it doesn't seem like that long.
No, it flew by.
Yeah.
That means you was a good guest, Corey. Thank you. Yes. You knocked it out. You was nervous. I don't know why you were nervous. I was like, really?
Well, I just don't got that much to talk about, man. I'm so new to this stuff. And
we had an hour full right there.
Yeah.
Like, no
I
problem.
guess, what do you know?
We could probably go longer.
Probably.
Well, man, we really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thank you, Corey.
Sir.
And just kind of giving people an idea who you are, man. Because, like I said, you're definitely an up and comer. And coming on strong too.
Yeah.
So
yep.
I ain't no different than anyone else out there. I'm just willing to learn.
Exactly. Young techs like you re-energize me a lot, like seeing the stuff you're doing. I'm like, yeah, okay, I need to get my shit together and get out of my funk or whatever. So I appreciate that.
Well, you're too busy making real money over there where you're at. You've got constant work coming in. I was taking on some of this stuff just to see if I could do it and get by,
Right.
You got those slow weeks and someone brings something in, you're like, yeah, I'll give it a shot,
I got that tomorrow. I can't wait.
Yeah.
Goodness. Yeah, I got a hell job I got to start on, and then I told them they messaged me today, and because they're coming to pick this other hell job up. Well, how's that Porsche coming? Hey, ain't even started on it yet. I start on tomorrow, and then I'm going Friday, so it'll be Monday before it starts.
I got that little jewel. I don't know what my email's saying. I better take it off.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. Anyway, all right. Well, we appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thanks, Corey.
Thanks, guys.
We'll end this thing, but if you just stay in the back room real quick.
We can talk about all our guests.
All right, well, appreciate everybody watching. We still had over 20-something people watching and commenting, and had some new people join in tonight. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I love it.
Anyway, remember, guys, Collision Glue Systems. If you haven't tried the glue, go order collisionglue.com. Yeah, I know he's got a wall full of it.
Yep.
Collision glue, solar blitz.
Love it. Love it. All right,
How much
guys.
is Jeremy paying you?
Good stuff. If y'all ain't tried it yet, try it.
You ain't tried it,
Definitely.
try it. If you try it and it doesn't stick for you, reach out to Jeremy Smith, and as soon as he gets
He'll
done
help
talking
hook
with
you
you,
right up.
it'll stick. So anyway,
I'll
appreciate
tell
it,
you
guys.
real
We'll see
Thank
y'all
you, everybody.
next Wednesday.
Adios.